Hello and welcome to more Bound by Flame with me, Oni Black Mage. Today we are being bound by social obligations and community clinic efforts. Currently we are stealing from this inn for rations for the for the medical center, and we are doing more for their medic Marana and trying to basically get this place up to where the people that are dying a little slower. And there were 4 barrels of rations in there, and I'm trying to see where there were 3, and I need 4, and I'm trying to see where the 4th one is. I don't see it marked on the map, and it really would be marked on the map, but I'm just checking here just in case I miss anything else. My lovely assistant Sybil over there, following behind. I just beat Ranvil in a duel. He wants to join my cause, which is cool. He also wants to join my mercenary group, which I have no idea why, but who am I to deny man an opportunity? Times are tough these days. You gotta look out for things. And if you can't look out for things, then you need to hire people that will look out for things, such as me. I have this incredible ability to look out for things that are shining and break them and take things that are inside. So not bound by morals. Alright.
Can I do? No, thank you.
I'm trying to do as many side quests as I can in town before having to go out and brave that swamp again. I want to try to get as much experience and level up a little bit more, maybe get some weapons. I noticed that a lot of people doing the quests here give you better weapons. It kind of makes me immediately regret buying some equipment here in town, because I'm finding that nothing I buy in town is as good as the stuff that I just find for free. So there's a pro tip for you. Don't waste your money on equipment in the shop. Or at least not this one. Unless it is leagues better than what you have and you can afford it. Because number one, at first I was going to say, man, money's hard to come by in this world. And I realized that's not such a bad problem because there's almost nothing worth buying. Or at least, not for this little dirty, ramshackle, swamp-bordering town. Which, I suppose, makes sense. So this little backwater town, don't bother wasting your money. All they have are backwater goods. Man, that's a stunner, alright. Okay, let's see. Most of your money's going to be from reselling some of your equipment, frankly. I noticed that when you open chests and you find specific gear, if it has like a silver versus yellow text, then that kind of means that's part of a set, which is kind of cool. I don't know if you get a set bonus for having equipped all parts of the set, but it's nice. It's nice. Okay, so you can toggle these, that's kind of cool. Yep, I beat Ranvil, which is nice. Bound by humanitarianism. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. Actually, now that I have Sybil, now that I remember it, let me go and take care of those beat-up Greenhorn guards, beat up some more of them for, as a civic duty, as a service, to improve the quality of training that they're receiving. Breaking them. So many partitioned parts of this area it's very easy to get lost.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm here to kick your sentries around a little bit more. This time I brought a friend. Look at her leer. Yeah, she's mean like that.
Last time we looked at the difference.
I'm going to train your sentries. I'm going to train them how to tolerate being lit on fire. In the event that you fight poisonous spiders and you find yourself lit on fire, this training will be invaluable to you. See, look at this archer. He's the only one to run up. This guy's got balls. Which means you go down first. By the way, when it comes to countering and things like that, here's the trick. And I was checking the skill trees to confirm that. I was right. You can only block the direction in which you are facing, which it helps to lock on. However, if you're fighting multiple people, you do not by default block in regards to your left, right, or behind you. Those are still vulnerable spots. That is to say, you need to then invest in the warrior tree, which lets you block and parry and even counterattack from all angles. So that is a game design, and that was intentional. It's not a deficiency on this game. They intentionally designed it like that. By default, you block only what's in front of you, and then as you get better, you can block from the sides, and then 360-degree blocking. Just go up that little tiny tree there. It only takes you a couple points. Alright, thank you, Sybil, for running Oh, she actually recovered in time for the fight.
Even so, they are making progress. If you whack them enough times.
Dividing and conquering them really helps.
Or you
I do like how a lot of them immediately will aggro your companion versus you, which especially for a mage like me, that's very handy. Thank you for the heals, I missed that. Mana recovery is still a little slow. I threw a few points into the mana recovery, which lets me recover, mana a little bit faster. It doesn't recover as fast as the health recoveries ones do. And I suppose the offshoot is that I do also have the feat that every time I kill something, I do get plus 10 mana back, which is basically 10% of all my mana. Which is not bad. That combined with the lessering mana, I can see how eventually it gets very cost effective to rely more on your spells and abilities. Or at least for me when I'm going mainly pyromancy focus. And I am going to stick with warrior. Ranger certainly has its perks, but I'm definitely going to skip with I'm definitely going to stick with warrior. I say that as I immediately pull my dual daggers and I forget that that's what I meant. Alright, I want to see if any of them will follow me back here. This plays very much like it was meant for the PC. A lot of the RPGs that I mentioned last video were also kind of like PC ports that also appeared on a console. And good old bombs. Good for a knockdown. They're not dealing as much damage as they did in the first dungeon, or I guess against the undead. But that's okay. Gives me a good window to attack them with, and I'm okay with the free damage. Look at these NPCs. That woman's like, ugh, I got somewhere to be. These guys beating each other up and bleeding on the street. She totally went out of her way to walk between us two. What a jerk. Thank you, Sybil, for healing me. I'm just gonna soak in that. I'm gonna try to use this crossbow that I never use. It's good to see that the enemies have the same combat abilities as you to an extent. Like, they can also guard break you, which is kind of cool. I like that. Yeah, level up. Perfect timing. That's exactly why I wanted to do that. Thank you, it's mutual. The extra level up will probably save my life, too. I like this way of saving lives. I was thinking the same thing. The life reducer. An appropriately named axe. Okay, level up. By the way, as you probably guessed by now, and I think it's certainly true, no matter what your route is, you need to have flame weapon. If you don't plan on going full pyromancy, that's fine. I'd have to say that flame weapon is your #1 priority, and then fire orb. Guardian Flame and Fire Wave can probably be skipped until later. Now, even though I like Guardian Wave, I mean, reducing your damage by 30% for a few seconds is pretty good in the heat of battle. No pun intended. But definitely, at the very least, you need to invest in Flame Weapon. Because Flame Weapon, you deal so much more damage, and so many things are just weak explicitly against fire. You're doing pittance when it comes to damage if you do not have Flame Weapon on. So you need to at least throw a few points into Flame Weapon ASAP. See, look at this stuff. The cast instantaneously is also a really good one. So yeah. I'm going to go up this little lava blood tree so that way I can get duration up to max, get crit up to max, get damage up to max. No matter who you are, you want flame weapon. That's got to be one of your number one things you invest in. If not the only thing you invest in pyromancy. Alright, let's see what else is around to do. So I need to still hunt some food. I just beat up these guys. I need to go into the swamp and look up for some other dudes. I need to look for the lost assistant. I need to find... Okay, that... She already gave my 5 healing potions. Let's see. Oh, that's right, I never did show Sybil the local fauna. I don't know really what that entails. Like, am I supposed to show her something specific? I'm just gonna run towards the quest marker and see what that leads us to. Let's go, Buffalo.
Hello there, Powder Man.
I realize that he calls me Powder Man because that is in fact my role in the company, is being the Powder Man. Makes sense why I can set up explosive traps. So I'm basically the company demolition man. Oh, this subquest marker is over here by the captain.
Gods, these people are amateurs. This village is about...
I'll deal with it.
Good. I'm counting.
Yeah, found us a new recruit.
Captain, just fought a duel with Randall. He's one hell of a fighter. He hits you like it was...
Bring him here to me.
Alright, so I'm also hunting for a werebeast apparently. Now Hawk is missing, so I'm looking for missing guards, missing medical assistants, and now missing Hawk. I hope they're not being turned into werebeasts. And by werebeast, I noticed they didn't say werewolf, so I wonder what exactly the nature of said beast is that they're transforming into. What's up, generics? Hey, there we go, there's the rations. Fantastic. Don't mind this, Captain. It's probably for a good cause, and by that I mean experience for me. Yeesh, what's your problem?
Anybody home?
Okay, that was weird. Okay, good talk. Alright, I notice there's another sub over here. Okay, this is a new area, Southern Delta. Let's see if we've gotten a little bit stronger to take on these spiders. I'm getting used to the combat system here. There is a slight learning curve. I wouldn't say it's unintuitive, but when it comes to using the quick menu, which you do have to do, casting, which again, you need to cast in every single battle, at the very least flame weapon, and getting used to the dodge versus parry versus counterattack system, which they use here. Alright, so these are red spiders. These are clearly an upgraded version. Yeah, these guys are clearly an upgraded version. Okay, good. Just as vulnerable to fire, as expected. Oh my gosh. You have to be a little bit more keen of your environment too. Yeah, just want to spam fireball. Heal. See, I like this girl. She prioritizes healing me over her own safety. Thank you very much. You really need to get right there in their face to basically shotgun blast your fire if you want it to be most effective. Come on, Sybil, stop napping. It's a terrible place to sleep, come on. Fine, gotta take care of this thing myself. I have to wait for the recharge. This thing is resistant to crossbows. It attacks faster than I can attack too, so I'm not about to go in there in melee. There we go. They all drop little satchels. That's the enemy drop. Like their bodies disappear, but they drop little tiny coin purses. Tainted blood. Yeah, let me go ahead and start crafting some stuff. Yeah, see, it takes so much right now of tainted blood to craft potions, but I don't have the feat yet that lets me reduce that cost. I really need to get on that. I'm saving up for it. Because given how much you go through potions, and you don't have that much money, so you can't just keep buying them from the vendors, you need to be crafting it, because every enemy drops tainted blood, pretty much. So you need to be collecting and crafting and crafting and crafting when it comes to that. I am not going to go ahead and go all the way into that swamp. I still have other stuff in the other swamp that I haven't resolved yet. For example, now that we've gone through further into the story, remember those two caves on the north and south end that I had to ignore because of story reasons? Those are probably open now. In fact, they probably have something to do with the side quest, because I can see now on my mini-map that there are side quests in that other direction. And that was clearly an easier area, so I think I'm about the right level and equipment level now to jump in. Again, I am so glad that this guy can run forever. Thank you, Vulcan. That reminds me, I never talked to this guy. Okay, seriously, Private Bumpkin, he looks kind of Asian, but he sounds like this cornbread country folk. Not that I'm saying that, you know, that's not possible, but wow. Interesting. I kind of like his hairstyle. I kind of wish I had that hairstyle option.
Congratulations on your promotion, General.
Yeah, thanks.
That sort of pseudo-pompadour look. Alright.
I would like you to get...
So you're a little slow there, guy. Alright.
Be honest, soldier. You won't get it. Okay, Ian, so.
See? I like it when your party members jump in with banter. I like that. That's a good thing. That's a +1 in my book. That means effort was put in for the writing for different context-sensitive scenarios of what characters would say or react to based on their personality. Which means bringing along your party members adds a little bit to every single scenario. I like that. I like that. It's the small details like this that I think some of the smaller developers take the effort to include that are sometimes overlooked with larger big budget games. But you kind of have to have the patience and the palate for that. It helps to have a healthy variety of gameplays under your belt. You can't just play the games that are advertised on the fronts of magazines. You really can't. A lot of people do. I unfortunately have encountered so many people where all they play is just one type of game, or they just play one franchise. That's the only reason they own a console, is to play one franchise. And I'm not judging. That's not wrong. You can play however you want with whatever you want. There's nothing wrong with any of that. It's just that, you know, you can afford to really just broaden your perspective and broaden your horizons. As you can see on the mini-map, both the caves now not only are accessible, I'm sure, but I have to go there for quests. The one up top is a primary one, so I'm going to go down here south because apparently it's tied to a secondary quest, sub-quest, side quest. And as long as I don't... This will be like good practice taking care of mobs. Ouch. There's more of those puffers. Ah, that was terrible. I thought I was healing, but I guess I didn't heal. You cannot heal while guarding, because again, guarding overrides whatever your action is. And that includes healing. Okay, we're going to take this one more time. I'm getting used to the flickering of the right analog stick where you use on searching targets and stuff like that. So there's a couple puffers out there and around 4 of these spiders. I'm going to go back to using my big weapon because I'm not satisfied with dual daggering it. Yeah, just block, have fire ready. Yep, alright, one down. Nice and efficient. You can see that it just takes forever to use it when you don't have fire on. But you can see now if you just keep an eye on when their claws come down when they're about to strike, pay attention to what their tails are. See, look at this. This is a much, much better way of going about it. There we go. It's about the precision execution. See how much better that encounter went with the same group, the same setup, and the same abilities versus last time? If this was a terribly designed game, then it wouldn't have mattered how I went about that. What's up with those tentacles? They're kind of moving. I tried up and at him. This is kind of reminds me of Dark Souls in the means that your problems with combat are directly due to your incompetence in combat. The difference is, in Dark Souls, it punishes you based on poorly executed gameplay that you do, while in this one, you just flat out die. In Dark Souls, you can always block or dodge, but in this one, you kind of have to depend mostly on just blocking. But again, avoid comparing the two, because those are two completely different type of games with two completely different types of motivations and objectives behind them, meant to simulate two completely different types of experiences and stories. This is actually significantly more story focused than the Dark Souls 2. Alright, so it's nighttime, and if I were a stealth build, I'd flick off my light. It turns out the ambient light is something you can do. If you press left on the D-pad, then it flickers on literally your literal flashlight. You can turn on yourself as ambient light, which is kind of cool actually. It's like, wow, it's actually an in-game reason why you're giving off ambient light. And you can turn it off if you want to be stealthy. If you're basically sneaking around, you'll have to... That's mostly what rangers will do, and you can get to like huge bonuses just backstabbing certain enemies, getting the jump on them in the dark. Okay, this is a pretty tangled area. There's something over there, not only to the north, but also dead ahead. Get some treasure here. Whoa, hello! What is that thing? It's like it's trying to envelop you and grab you and swallow you. It's like a weird version of a snake or something like that. Oh, that was part of the quest. They look like giant things. Yeah, I think we're all thinking that. Yeah, see, I like it when the banter reflects what I'm thinking too. It's like, wow, this is actually pretty natural. I like this. It feels very natural. This dialogue. You gotta appreciate the simple things in life. Okay. See, like, I shouldn't have wasted time with some of my other armor because I'm already finding better armor. Free weapons and armor just lying around here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep remembering to periodically save. Can't necessarily trust some of these autosaves. Alright, so lots of places I could go here. Whenever there's a dead end, I kind of think there could be, yep, treasure. Or not the most amazing treasure, but appreciated nonetheless. Alright, so there should be a medical assistant somewhere around here. That's probably what that objective marker is right there. Alright, so those spiders are giving off some strange sort of dusk energy. Oh, that's right, so those weird little Oh, those guys look a little bit different. Huh, what's up with that guy? Whoa, just dodged that. See, strafing in here is very responsive. These guys are pretty tough if you are not using fire, apparently. Like, I think actually you can say this thing about everything in the game. Ooh! Think of screaming. Okay, they attack fast too. Oh boy. Ah! I was killed while trying to heal. So they're called sickles. Alright, let's try this again. A little smarter this time. Okay, I'm glad that it just spit me out over here. Not too far. Let's see if I can sneak up on them. Actually, let me see if I can just draw them out. There we go. They'll divide and conquer. Fire on. So these things attack fast. They have a good amount of durability. They hit like a truck. Ooh. And when they charge up like that, they're getting ready to do some sort of stunning scream. That also damages you and knocks you back. And then generally doesn't give you a good time. There we go, one down. Okay, there's a bigger one too. Alright, so the female sickle apparently is the bigger one. Alright. I don't know if these are babies or just males. Oh man, Sybil, keep it together. Man, running without a companion, this would have been a lot tougher. I'm glad they can hold their own for a little bit. Alright. Much better. Good job, Sybil, thank you. Yeah, we're running a little low. I think priority has to be over here, though. So if I can just kill them with fire before they can hurt me, then, you know, the best defense is a better offense. Sometimes. Alright, I'm gonna save before this happens. Because those spiders look a little bit more deadly than normal. Alright, nothing strange over here. Interesting. Actually, I think that's something I'm noticing. If you can get flank and attack the back or sides of the creature, they're more vulnerable. I think there are sweet spots to monsters. Oof, this is getting close. Keep healing me, keep healing me, keep healing me. I'm poisoned, that's not good. Did that miss? Seriously, it did. Whoa, I'm still alive? Amazing. Keep healing me, keep healing me. Thank you, Sybil. If I can just get a window. Alright. Yes. Alright. Phew. I'm getting a little bit better. I think bringing Sybil really helps early on. Having that extra healer in a pinch, that'd be like the third or fourth time I otherwise would have died while healing.
Are you Haman?
Hey, Mon.
You okay?
Oh, please don't tell me I have to escort him. I don't want to escort this. Oh. Come on.
We'll go back to the village. Mirana will take care of you.
Oh, thank you. You're warping me straight there and avoiding a tedious escort quest. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good call, designers. Good call. I think, I don't know how many people really like escort quests these days. I'm not particularly a fan. Yes.
Oh, you found him.
happened to him? Did you hit him?
He was like this when I found him in the swamps. He followed
So interesting. He must have been like mind controlled by something.
Owes you much, as I...
Hey,
Oh,
thanks.
he was hanging out with spiders. I thought spiders didn't have anything to do with the undead running around.
Perfect. Then I can begin passing
Maybe they do. Maybe we're only assuming that.
Thanks. You got everything you...
Thank you for your help. But don't fool yourself. With all of these refugees...
I'll keep that in mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your food reserves.
You got
Yep,
everything you...
all that.
I'll keep that in mind. How's your assistant?
Alas, it...
And I think we're done here.
I'd like to see...
Okay, fantastic. Alright, well, you know what? Did a pretty good job. I'm going to go ahead and buy a lot of her tainted blood and use that to help craft. And otherwise, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and pause here after this little bit of shopping. We will pick it up next time for more Bound by Flames. Got a new level, which is awesome. I'm going to put that a little bit into cheapening my casting, I want to say. That or cheapening crafting. Let's see. I think I want to... Yeah, I might as well do that. And yeah, like I said, thanks for watching so far. Please leave a comment and like below if you would keep more of this Bound by Flame as we continue our adventure. Then please go ahead and subscribe, and you'll be seeing daily uploads. I plan on uploading this daily, usually 2 or 3 times, usually every single day until the end of the adventure. So thanks for watching OBM is Playing, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.